Good evening, I'm Steve Johnson. Be sure to get our app on your smartphone or tablet. You can also watch the Dove on our website or on our Roku channel. Well, from the Dove newsroom at this hour, Israel's prime minister says his government is working on a series of aggressive steps in response to a wave of Palestinian attacks. Benjamin Netanyahu made the announcement in a speech to parliament as unrest continues in Israel. Netanyahu says the military will use and not hesitate to use all means at their disposal to restore calm. He says the steps they will take will let the other side know that terror doesn't pay. Earlier Wednesday, a pair of stabbing and shooting attacks in Jerusalem killed 3 Israelis. Some 8 Israelis and 27 Palestinians have died in a month of Israeli-Palestinian unrest. Oregon payroll shed 5,300 jobs in September. This is the first decline in 36 months, according to the Oregon Employment Department. The losses occurred across a variety of industries except for local government and education. State economist Nick Balachek explains what this may mean in terms of trends.
It's a little too early to tell where we're at, if this is just a blip in the recovery or a signal of weakness going forward. But looking back over the last year, we still added nearly 50,000 jobs over the last year.
Now, the unemployment rate for September came in at 6.2%, essentially unchanged from 6.1% in August. A year ago, the rate was 6.9%. Well, stories have been used through the ages to get an idea across, and an Oregon financial planner says the same can be done through fairy tales. The author of Everything I Learned About Financial Planning Came from Fairy Tales says that's the case when talking about your economic future. Joe Spurgeon is a financial planner who says parents should start a college fund for their children when they're born, and it's important to start putting money away for retirement when you start working.
I did start putting money away when I was 22. Which is quite young. But I like that idea, if it could just kind of be a rule or an idea in our society that, hey, as soon as you get your first job, you put, maybe it's 3% or 5%. It doesn't have to be a huge number, but you're putting that aside for later.
In his book, Spurgeon equates financial principles to those like Cinderella, who stayed too late at the ball. He says it's not unlike investors who hang on to funds too long, hoping for an investment that might turn into a pumpkin. Let's take a look now at what we can expect on the weather scene for our area. And for Northern California and Wairika, clear skies tonight, a low of 47. Sunny for Wednesday and Thursday with highs in the upper 80s and low 90s. As we move into the Klamath Basin, clear and 39 tonight, 84 tomorrow, 85 on Thursday with sunny skies expected both days. Heading into the Oregon coastal region, clear skies and 52, 78 the high tomorrow, dropping 5 degrees with some clouds coming in on Thursday. For the Bend area of Central Oregon, clear and 41 tonight, 79 tomorrow and sunny, 74 with some clouds on Thursday. And for Southern Oregon in the Medford, Grants Pass and Ashland area, clear skies with a low of 50 tonight, 90 tomorrow, rising to 92 before we start seeing the trend backing down over the weekend. Lows will be somewhere in the lower 50s, and this just may be the last boost for summer. We'll have to see. That's a look at news and weather. You're up to date with the latest right here on the Dove.